I'm here with Scott Cook and Aaron Patzer. Scott, the founder of Intuit, and Aaron, the founder of Mint, who's now the head of the personal finance group for Intuit, right? So you guys have, we're here at your mobile showcase, which is one of the big growth areas for you, right? What are, Scott, tell me the three areas that you're really excited about that you think are going to be big growth drivers in the future for you guys.
Oh gosh, I think one is SnapTax. The ability to take your phone and do your taxes. Snap a photo of your W-2, answer simple questions, and you're done in 15 minutes if your taxes are a 1040 EZ. And it costs under 20 bucks. That's a really big deal. And it's going to change how taxes are done. And these devices in our hands are going to change so much about how we live our lives. For collecting payments, now anyone can collect credit cards and checks using their phone. Swiping the card through a free device we give them, typing in the numbers, snapping a picture of the phone, and your money can be deposited in your account tonight. This is a big deal. I'd say another thing is the information that can be in people's fingertips, whether it's farmers in India who can get the farm prices on their cheap mobile phone, whether it's businesses with QuickBooks Online who can see the trends of their business compared to their peer companies in their town. As Aaron likes to say, you can see how your business, your photography business in Cleveland compares to other photographers in Cleveland. This was never before possible, and now it's free and easy if you're on QuickBooks Online.
So tell us a little bit about what's happened to Mint since the acquisition in terms of the growth, and where do you want to take it next?
Sure. So it's been about a year and a half since we were acquired, and we came in with about 1.7 million users. We're up to 5.7 million. We add 50 to 100,000 a week, depending upon the week. We launched in Canada. We've launched a bunch of new features, and mobile adoption has been tremendous. Over half of our users are using either the iPhone or the Android device. You can now sign up for Mint entirely on your iPhone. We'll have an iPad app coming out in the summertime, so we'll put a lot more investment there. But then you'll start to see a lot of the other assets that Intuit has, whether it's payments or being able to accept a check or things like that, being built either within or linked to from the Mint application.
Right. So, what can you do with all the information that you're getting from all the different products like Quicken to sort of improve the product? You mentioned before we were talking about this idea of a payment graph. What does that mean to you?
Sure. So a lot of people talk about the social graph or the interest graph. What Intuit uniquely has, because it has 4.5 million small businesses on QuickBooks, is it has the payments graphs. So it understands small businesses invoicing other small businesses, what the price they paid for any product or service was. And so that can be valuable both from making sure that you as a small business get paid much more quickly anytime that you invoice somebody, because you no longer have to print something out on paper. It's all represented electronically. But longer term, that payments graph means that Intuit knows the price of any product or service. So if you're a small business who opts into a system like this, you could get more business because you have the lowest costs in your area. Or conversely, you could get lower prices because all of a sudden you can find the lower cost vendors versus the ones you're currently using.
Right. So tell me a little bit about, you started out with probably, younger than Aaron probably. I don't even remember how old you were when you started Intuit, but sort of one of the great founders of tech companies that's out there, still very involved in your company. And I think it's very refreshing that you have someone like Aaron who started his own startup and you decided to bring that in. I mean, to what extent are you trying to sort of seed that kind of entrepreneurism through Intuit, and to what extent can you tell me about your relationship that you guys have with each other?
Yeah, Intuit is a company built by entrepreneurs and continually rebuilt by entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurial engineers and product managers leading small teams to invent new stuff. We're the biggest payroll supplier in the country, a number of companies built by an entrepreneur inside the company. We're doing new inventions in India and here in the US with the stuff we have out today, each one led by an entrepreneur and an entrepreneurial team. So it's a natural fit, and we find a great entrepreneur outside the company, one we really admire, like Aaron, who's really built something phenomenal. Boy, a natural fit to have that entrepreneur come in and lead a larger business, even larger, and then go global with his concept and his dream, with Intuit helping make that happen.
And what's it been like working with Scott?
Well, Scott's a legend in the Valley. I mean, what's pretty amazing is he's been at it for, is it 27 or 28 years now? So I was 2 when he started. And he's still at it every day in the office, leading the innovation and particularly involved with the product. So he gets in and asks, every new product that comes out, he's there pestering the product managers with hard questions.
Helping.
Correct, helping. But the really so. What about thinking about it this way? How does that help the customer? It's very, very customer-centric design. And yeah, it's amazing to see that you're still involved in, you still, I think, in many ways set the culture of the company all these years later.
When innovation is your culture, it has to be constantly, fervently refreshed so that teams can try stuff, experiment, run quick experiments to try their dream. And that's how you make entrepreneurship real in a company of scale, is through a culture of leadership by experiment.
And how important to you, I mean, it seems like you're very product focused. You obviously are very product focused, right? And this whole sort of class of startups over the past, 5 or 6 years has been led, and the startups that excel are those that really nail the product, right? And sometimes they don't even know what the business model is. Sometimes they do. But how do you balance that? How important is it to nail the product versus nailing the business model?
You got to nail the customer and deliver the benefit that wows and delights the customer. If you've got delighted customers, you can figure out downstream where the money is. But if you don't have delighted customers, stop. Don't go there. So that's why gifted product, customer-centric person like Aaron creates such a great business.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot for taking the time, guys. Appreciate it.